Hello, this is your paranormal archaeologist, Digital Archaeology, bringing you 10 more of the scariest encounters ever caught on camera. Let's have a look, shall we? In this first one, posted to the Paranormal Encounters section of Reddit, the OP horror underscore ad underscore 5790 believes that this is a recording of La Lorlana. As many of you know, La Lorlana is a Mexican folklore. People in the comments have rightly conjectured about whether or not this is real or fake. Let's have a listen. What do you seemingly make of that? As people in the comments said they could distinctly hear static or the crying woman started. Others obviously have rightly said it is scary and spooky. I mean, look, for me, I'm not too sure what to make of this. Could it be fake? Maybe. Could it be Lola Orlana making herself known? I used to say. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. In this one posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP EMF4 underscore paranormal has titled this My Girlfriend's Hair Moved on Its Own, and they can't debunk it. The OP states that him and his girlfriend were in a haunted school when his girlfriend's hair got touched. She said during the spirit box session that they were doing, it felt like her hair got touched, but thought it might have been a bug. He also goes on to state that when they got back and reviewed the footage, we saw this. We were in a gymnasium, there was no wind, and it was very humid. Like humid enough that there was condensation on the floor. So the chances of static are slim to none. What could explain it? Let's have a look and see what the OP has captured.
Sorry. I think that was my hair or something.
So as you can see, the lady's hair clearly does move on its own, almost as if pointing straight up. And you can obviously tell that she is quite startled by it. Is it pretty creepy and spooky? Absolutely. Could be a hoax, maybe, but very doubtful. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. In this next one, posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP Alive Haunts has posted footage from a spirit box session he was conducting. Let's have a listen to see what he captured.
Is there anyone in this bathroom that wants to say words to us or try to communicate with us? If so, you can talk into this little box. Did you hear a hello?
Yeah.
Do you seemingly make of that? As clearly someone or something communicated the word hello there, but do you think it truly picked up someone from the world, a spirit, if you will? Or are spirit boxes solely and simply a hoax, as they're basically just radios, as someone in the comment section has pointed out? They're basically just radios scanning all frequencies. Let me know how you feel about this one. Is a spirit box a legitimate way of communicating with the afterlife, or all simply hoax? And on to the next. In this next one posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP Jack Sparrow says he found mysterious boot prints on his driveway. So he states, for some background context to this, he says it rained all throughout the night and for a good while into the day. Still, they have not washed away. Whenever I had first seen these prints, I jokingly thought about a Revolutionary War ghost walking around, since there are some graves from that time period not too far from where he lives. Then he realized they really look like those boots from that era. The very pointy end with a curve and a black space in the middle from the raised. These kinds of boots. Does anybody have any suggestions? Let's have a look and see what was captured.
Dad found these boot prints along our asphalt driveway. And it was a little strange. We were a little freaked out because we live in the woods, middle of nowhere. Yeah. And these footprints, we did some tests, and my dad is 5'11", size 12 shoe. And the prints are bigger than his shoe size. And the strides were much too large for his height. So, for my assumption, these are bipedal tracks coming from something that is at least 6'3", with a large stride, maybe a 13, 14 size shoe. And yeah, here are the prints. I don't know if you can see them very well. It's not great visibility. I'm trying to find one with good visibility. That's kind of there. Walks along. Goes away. And it disappears right over here. I don't know why. Let me find a better print. That's a pretty vivid one right there. You can see the outline right there. The point with a little blank space in the middle, which I'll explain in the text.
So, what do you seemingly make of that? Is this something, I guess, more sinister that the OP needs to worry about? Or is this simply, as people in the comments section have pointed out, a delivery driver? Although wearing those kinds of footwear, I highly doubt it. As the OP did state, there are some graves. Could it be someone from the afterlife making themselves known? Who knows? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. And on to the next. In this next one posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP Patient Refusal states that this is what he believes an EVP. So he says he and his girlfriend just purchased a house when he was getting ready for work, and he'd gotten down to the bottom set of stairs when he heard a strange cracking noise and what sounded like walking from one of the other rooms. He says his dogs reacted to the sound naturally, which freaked him out, and he ran upstairs to grab his gun as he thought someone may be in the house. But upon reviewing the footage, there was no one there, except he heard this sound. Let's have a listen. You can definitely hear something set the dogs off, maybe a loud thump. Is it an EVP? Who knows? Could it be, something else more plausible. Maybe the house settling. Who's to say? There is definitely something there that sets the dogs off. Whether or not it's a haunting or something paranormal, I can't really say either way on this one, but let me know how you feel about this in the comments, and on to the next. And this one posted to the ghost section of Reddit. The OP states he caught this on a Blink camera back in 2021. So he says at the 2-second mark, we will see a light turn on and off by itself. He states that the switch is on the wall in the hallway. You can hear it flip on and off. The door at the end of the hall is shut, which is the OP's room. He states if the door is shut, I must be asleep. Fair enough. He also states the reason he installed this camera was because his grandmother had Alzheimer's. He says his cousin saw this on the camera and showed it to him and never shared it with anyone. In 2023, he moved in with his grandmother, experienced all kinds of weird phenomenon in his house. I had other encounters while living there. The OP also states in the comments that he lives in a not so great neighborhood. So as you'll see, there is a light on, and he leaves it on so people don't know when he's asleep. And he says if someone was there, there would be a shadow, which would make logical sense. Let's have a look. You seemingly make of that, as I believe this is definitely a pretty good capture of something strange going on, as you can definitely hear the clicking of the light switch. Is this a hoax? I really don't think so, as there's nobody standing there. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. In this one posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP424 Mon has simply titled this Ghost My Wife Spotted at the Bishop's Palace in Galveston. Let's have a look at the picture the OP has posted. So as you can see, it's a picture in the Bishop's Palace. There's his wife, and thankfully the OP has circled what we're looking at, which is right here. You can clearly see there is some sort of translucent figure there. I want to say it's a small child, maybe dressed in white. I mean, unfortunately, you can't really make too much out of it because it is very blurry, but still a cool find nonetheless. People in some in the comments have said it's pareidolia, and it very well could be pareidolia. But then another person stated in the comments that Galveston is a very haunted area. I'm not too familiar with it, but you know, if it is a paranormal apparition, it's definitely a cool pickup. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. Is this all simply pareidolia and a trick of the mind, or an actual pickup? Now it's the next. In this next one, posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP Card Old 5480 is asking, is this spirit unexplainable 100 plus year old school? The OP states, curious as to what anyone thinks is happening to the work. The building is over 100 years old. It used to be a school. It's a huge 3-story building, and we're the only business left, just me and 2 co-workers. It's not my first experience, but it's the first caught on camera. This is the original from the security camera. I have a zoomed in and clipped version, as well as 2 more videos because the orb moved and changed shape, and we investigated on camera. It's not visible in person, only camera. A couple things, there's no airflow in that hallway, no AC, it feels like a sauna most of the time. We cleaned the camera lens, no dirt. There were no flying insects. Let's have a look and see what was captured. do you seemingly make of that? As clearly there is something there. Is it an insect or a bug? As most people know, generally orbs tend to be insects or bugs. The OP did state in multiple responses to people that there were no bugs. They also cleaned the camera lens. So, could this truly be an apparitional orb, or is it simply, as everyone says, a bug or an insect of some kind? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments. And on to the next. In this next one, posted to the Glitch in the Matrix sub, the OP Prince100001 has shared an image of a square-shaped cloud, or at least, from his perspective. Let's have a look. So as you can clearly see here, it's a square-shaped cloud. It's pretty cool, pretty different. People in the comments have rightly joked. It's the cloud shape that aliens use. If you're familiar with Star Trek, which most people are, it's the Borg. What do you make of this? As it's definitely something different, especially if it is a square, like a proper square. Although, from this vantage point, we can only see, this, which it does look like a square or a rectangle, if you will. But still pretty cool caption nonetheless. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. In this last one, posted to the Glitch in the Matrix subreddit, the OP Alternative Age 4075 has posted a picture of this building. As we can see, the building has a very weird circular it almost makes no sense as to why you would do that in a building. You can definitely see it's cut through the structure of the building, the windows. Is it maybe a, sort of, I want to say maybe like a clear tape, but I don't think it is. I think it's definitely cut. But why the building has not collapsed, if that is a cut, I have no idea. I'm not a structural engineer, but still definitely weird. Especially if you're walking down the street and see that. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments section. Until next time, Digital Archaeology. For more spooky videos, watch this next video.